Severely, he screwed my life up. I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
They're telling women to be just like men, be as promiscuous as you want, just behave like a man. You know, climb the corporate ladder, get degrees. And now you have women that are in their late 30s and like, I did the corporate ladder, I have the house, I have the Tesla, I've paid off my debt, I've decorated my house beautifully, I'm a wonderful cat mom to my 3 cats. Why can't I find a man? I'm attractive. It's like, because you've basically turned yourself into a man. You've accomplished all the things that a man is supposed to accomplish to attract a woman, and now you've priced yourself out of the dating market. There's very few men out there that, again, hypergamy, that are at your level or higher. And these guys that are at your level or higher, they're not looking for a 40-year-old boss. They want a 25-year-old hottie that looks beautiful in a bikini.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. It's me again, WJ. My soulmate, 50-50 or bust. That's the focus of the topic today. Why can't I find my soulmate? And if I do, it's got to be a 50-50. At least that's what we hear around. Everything is all about 50-50. But do we really understand what we're asking or what we're saying? Or how should we really do it? Could that be the reason why we're not finding what we're looking for? I have to say, I've even heard some people take this 50-50 to a next level. My only thing with that is, if that's the mindset, why even bother being in a relationship? If you're going to be doing, this tit for tat, you do it, I do it. Might as well just walk away. Because we're looking for a soulmate. Do we know what that means? And if we're looking for 50-50, do we know what that means? Because I don't believe in 50-50. I believe in 100-100. Some days you might have to carry the weight for somebody else. That's the kind of person you want. That's a real soulmate. Well, let's take a look at these videos, and please put your comments in the comment section below. I can tell you one thing. Men, as a man, I speak as a man. Men want to be needed. Men want to be asked to do stuff. We like to feel like a man, the one in charge. And if you're a woman and you can make your man feel like a man, make him feel like in charge, you've got him. Take a look at this.
I famously said 50-50 or bust, right? And I meant that financially, spiritually, emotionally. And there's just a lot of days that I have 10% and I need him to be 90. There's days I don't have shit and I need him to be 100. It's a trauma response. And 50-50 is, I'm not going to be vulnerable enough to trust you with 100% of anything, not my heart, not my cash. And when I started to really address that, and I was like, do you want to pay whole mortgage? I thought I was about to die. I had such anxiety. Like I was crying, I was shaking. And he was like, you insisted on that. He's like, I thought it made you feel better. I'm like, it did. And right now I want to take it back. Now it sounds crazy to be like, you, Mr. NBA superstar who made a bazillion more amount of money than I do, can pay the mortgage, because I hate the feeling of releasing that to someone. And you release that to someone, chaos can happen. And it's brought us closer. Because he knows it's not about whether he can afford it. It's being vulnerable enough to be open enough to know that I'm okay. I'm okay as his wife. He's okay as my husband. I'm okay in this family. I'm okay in this home. I deserve it. And so I'm trying to expand my heart, expand all of the notions of what vulnerability can look like.
As you heal, as you evolve, as you lean more into vulnerability, you can also change how you feel about something, and it's okay. Sometimes when we build those walls up for safety or to keep what we think is harm out, we can also keep love out too.
Wow. Well, for those who may not know, again, may not, I know you probably all, most of you know who this is. This is Gabrielle Union. Now the wife of the superstar NBA player, one of my favorites, Dwayne Wade. Played for Miami Heat back then, won a couple of championships. Played with Shaq, played with LeBron at some point in Miami. Exactly. Men want to be needed. 50-50 doesn't really work. It's a very minuscule mindset. If you're going in looking for your soulmate, you want a relationship, and you going with a mind of 50-50, it's not going to work. 50-50 tells me you're not going to be there for me as long as you think you've done your part. Because some days we may not be able to help ourselves. Then I need you. What about when people fall sick? What about when people just can't go on? A spouse loses a job. Something traumatic happens. 50-50 is not the way to go. You got to go with someone. Look for someone who you could be on the same page. If I can, you can. The plan is for both of us to put 100 in. But in the event something else happens, because things do happen, life happens, you'll be there for each other without anybody knowing. One of the best couples you can see around, I remember. I'll tell this quick story and we'll go to the next video, and then we get the last one to just rip. When my parents were growing up, my dad and my mom, there were times my dad didn't have enough. There were times my mom didn't have enough. But we couldn't tell. We didn't know who didn't have enough. They operated the same way. That is the best way to do it. Do not let anybody know what's going on. It messes things up. And then you open up your relationship to other people who are not even qualified to say a word. Let me even rephrase that. They're not even qualified to say a letter. Not even a word, a letter. But you allow them to speak into your relationship and mess things up. It's not a 50-50. It's got to be 100-100. Both have to be on it. Well, let's go to this next video that kind of highlights, just gives us a sense of what a soulmate is. We talk about looking for our soulmate. Do we even understand what we're looking for? Do we understand who a soulmate is? Maybe if we better understood what a soulmate is, we'd know what we're looking for. So take a look at this.
I found this quote by Elizabeth Gilbert. She said, "People think a soulmate is your perfect fit, and that's what everyone wants. But a true soulmate is a mirror. The person who shows you everything that's holding you back. The person who brings you to your own attention so you can change your life. A true soulmate is probably the most important person you'll ever meet because they tear down your walls and smack you awake."
That's what I did to you.
Yeah, you smacked me. Definitely did.
Wow.
No.
That's what you did to me.
But you definitely woke me up.
I tell people that all the time. The Lord used you to wake me up.
Your soulmate will smack you to wake you up. Are you ready for that? Are you the type it brings suggestions to, and you're quick to cut them off, to cut people off? I'm not listening. And you're looking for a soulmate? Are you the type that you just got to be the center of attention no matter what? Nobody can tell you anything. And you're looking for a soulmate? Are you the type that's always got to be right? Can you be humble enough to hear someone else speak into your life? That's what a soulmate is going to do. And you also have to do the same for your soulmate, because it's a two-way street. You heard what this lady said. It says your mirror. Your soulmate is your mirror. They tell you. And remember, a mirror doesn't lie, and the mirror does not laugh. I'm going to tell you as it is. So if you're looking for a soulmate and you cannot be corrected, you're not subject to change, everything's got to be the way you want it, you may want to rethink. Always remember, singleness is not a disease. Some people are better off being single. Not everybody's called to be married. Not everybody's called to be in a marital relationship. Some people are better off being single. This is why it's so good to know ourselves. I know people today, they've told me, both ladies and men, I am not getting married. And I asked them why. The reason? They say, I am too selfish to be married. I commend them. That's really commendable because selfishness is one thing you don't want if you're looking for your soulmate. 50-50 is a sound of selfishness. Because if you're not, if you're unselfish, you wouldn't be going with a mind of 50-50. You'd be going with, I'm bringing everything I got. Even days when you're down, I'm here for you. I'm bringing everything I got, my 100%. 50-50 is not the way to go. It does not work. It makes no sense. It just shows you're not totally in it. You're partially in it. Well, let's listen to this last video, and hopefully that would help address this whole 50-50 thing, especially for those looking for their soulmates. Maybe, just maybe, this may help you address the issue, and then you could go out there and find the one you're looking for, because most of us have walked past the one that is for us because of this 50-50 mindset. Take a look.
You know, one of the biggest myths in relationship, and I covered in the book, is this 50-50 mess.
Talk about that.
50-50. You know, this relationship is 50-50. What if I don't got 50 today? Are we going to have an 80% relationship? What we should be doing is having a fill in the gap relationship. I need to know you well enough.
Yes.
What do you have today? I got 40%. Don't worry about it. I got 60.
Yep.
Today I got 10. I got 90. Tomorrow I got 0. I got 100. Reciprocity. We're not looking to meet in the middle. I need you to meet me where I am.
Oh, gosh, that's good.
I need you to meet me where I am. And yesterday wasn't a 50-50 day. Yesterday, the boss cussed me out. I couldn't respond. He emasculated me, made me feel like less than a man. And I did not walk in the house with 50%. I walked in the house depleted of all of my manhood. Lady, can you give me 100 today? Can it be about me today? I promise you tomorrow I'll make it about you. But I don't got 50. And you just have to meet me where I am, not meet me in the middle.
Wow. Meet me where I am, not meet me in the middle. And the crazy thing about this 50-50 thing, some days the person you want to give a 50 to may just need a 10%. So you're giving a 50 and wasting a 40 when they don't need a 40. They just need a 10. They don't need 50. They just need a 10. Someday they may need an 80. You see why it's so crazy? You can't just be so fixated on 50-50. Meet me where I am. In other words, see me, intimacy, into me, see, understand me, know me, hear me, listen to me, see me. That's what's most important. It's not about, I've done my part, that's it, I'm done, I'm gone. It's not about that. You can't find a soulmate. Even if you do happen to supposedly find a soulmate, you can't keep a soulmate. Because there are two steps, right? A lot of people are so fixated on optics. I'm going to do, I got to look good. I got to look good. Yeah, well, looking good will get you in the door. But if you don't have the right tools, you don't have the right attitude, if you don't have the right mindset, you can't keep you in the building. You get an attention. Yeah, people will look at you. But then they don't want to stay. Because the real you is not attractive. The first thing they saw caught their attention. She's fine. He's fine. He's tall. She's got this. She's got that. I want that. And then when you get it, and you know the famous saying, ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it. And then it goes bust. My soulmate, 50-50 or bust. Here we got it. You got all these videos helping us realign our mindset. Hopefully you can take a thing or two, change your mindset, not a 50-50, go for 100-100. and know what a soulmate is. That's your mirror. They're going to expose you, who you are. But be okay with that, because you're going to do the same as well, and be okay with that. So look for someone who you okay exposing you for who you are, and you okay with that. You know how we'd like to wrap this up. We're about to wrap this up. I'll be coming back with more pieces. We just like to remind ourselves that we always remember we got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take it now. Bye for now.